I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with your ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy little Monday. National Junk Food Day. Day to just go for it, baby. Have a little bit of fun. Eat some bad stuff.
It's so fun to cheat on a Monday. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, right? It makes it easier, right? To be a little bit more lax on the diet. That way not everything that you do on a Monday sucks.
Be a bad girl on Monday and then be a good girl on Tuesday.
Kevin made me gain 4 pounds.
Yes, that's it.
He got you all hot and bothered with that hoagie talk.
Now I can speak freely. Yeah, you turned me into a sub-slut over the weekend.
7 hoagies you knocked down since Thursday's show.
I've been really on a hoagie run. I just love them.
7 is so many.
It's a lot, yeah.
It is, but yeah, it's a lot. No, it's a lot. I was going to try to defend it. It's a lot.
One a day.
Yeah.
He's on a run. They got a little hoagie fest going on right now at Wawa, too. So not a time to stop. Do you like the Wawa hoagie?
I do. I also like the fact that Wawa offers many, many side options. Side options that, frankly, I can't believe that a gas station would ever even offer.
And when you check out, there's a warm thing filled with treats like pretzels, little nuggies. You just grab and go, and it's hot.
I had seen a national survey asking what gas station had the best snacks. I think they'd put Quick Trip, but that ain't here for South Florida. I think, to me, Buc-ee's is number one, but that's a different animal.
But it's a whole different beast.
To me, Buc-ee's don't even count, man. That's like a fucking Walmart.
Buc-ee's is the Walmart of gas stations.
It is. It's in a different league.
Well, there's clothes, there's luggage, there's so much there.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Don't go in there hungover and spun around because you'll be like, brr.
Or don't go in there dressed like Buc-ee, drunk.
Okay.
It just breeds a lot of confusion.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I would say that your Wawa is second, though.
Yeah, Wawa's strong.
But then the question is, racetrack third? Or is there something else that would take the third place?
Racetrack is definitely not third.
What's third?
Then we got to start talking about 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven has stepped up their game.
There are some good ones, yeah. It depends on where the turnover is. Now, the racetrack also did that, where the last couple of years they redid our racetrack, many of them. So racetrack upped the game. 7-Eleven, for the most part, has. But every now and then you run into an old rundown 7-Eleven. But the newer ones are nice.
My only problem with racetrack is they make so many. I mean, they'll have 11 pizzas out, and they're all pepperoni. If you have that many pizzas out, well, fucking variety.
I know. You want a cheese. I know.
Why he wants a cheese.
Well,
that's what he wants.
You should absolutely have a cheese. You should have a sausage.
Okay.
Calm down.
I digress.
That's right. Okay, got some emails coming in here today. One from Felix. This is a story about cheating. We gave away a couple pairs of Coldplay tickets for their shows coming up Saturday and Sunday at Hard Rock Stadium. Of course, Coldplay, it's been great for them. I mean, everybody's been talking Coldplay because of that cheating CEO and the HR chick.
I mean, what a way to end the tour on this high of a note.
Yeah.
Everybody is sharing that Coldplay video.
Well, and I saw, other places are sending their listeners to Miami just to go to the Coldplay show. So it's got a lot of hype everywhere.
All the stadiums all over now are doing Coldplay cam.
Yeah.
Where they put it on you and your friend and you pretend to get busted.
I've seen that, yeah. That was everything going on over the weekend. So
I love it.
It's just, my gosh. I mean, that CEO, he just, wow. Everywhere he goes, he doesn't have his job anymore. I'm sure he probably doesn't have his family.
He probably can't believe it.
Well, you just think about them. I mean, his poor wife and the kids, they got to be so humiliated with everything that's going on. And it probably just makes her more and more angry. And she feels probably even more and more stupid every time she sees anything going on.
His son is on TikTok and made a TikTok video about it.
That's been confirmed?
It had the same name, and it wasn't a new account.
So no.
It wasn't a new account.
Hasn't been confirmed, but...
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that yet, but what was his take on it? the kid.
He was disappointed in his dad and embarrassed.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's it. I mean, that's something that's always going to stick with them. You made a monumentally horrible decision that embarrassed you and your whole family, and your kids will never look at you the same way. And that's it. You know, one of the biggest things when I was a kid was when my parents would say they're disappointed in me. But the only thing that hits harder than that is when your kids look at you and say that they're disappointed in you, because you're the one that's supposed to be the moral authority in this. You're supposed to set the bar for them and be the example.
And you blew it.
Right. There's no going back on that. You know, you can try to do better, but yeah, that's always going to stay in their head.
But like you were even saying there was even a fake apology. So is this, that's why I'm asking, is this even real? You know, that there was a fake
there was a fake apology that came out from him, and then they were like, no, he didn't issue any apology. He didn't say anything.
That's just
somebody crafted a fake one and put it out. Like,
that's just it. You don't know what's real and what's fake.
And that's what's it's really kind of becoming a problem, especially if you are in any form of media, because you can sound like a dumb fuck. I mean, and I don't need any help with that.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I've got something to get into with that here in just a minute, but yeah, it is tough to know what is real and what is not out there. Mike said about that kid with the CEO's kid. He said that his disappointment that he expressed in the video was just because his dad went to a Coldplay concert.
Okay, so, all right.
It wasn't the cheating. It was he's so embarrassed that his dad went to go see Coldplay.
Dad, go to see a real band.
Dude, people can hate on Coldplay as much as they want. Those motherfuckers do numbers.
They do big numbers.
Clearly somebody likes Coldplay.
Clearly they figured something out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Felix had said on his cheating story with some of the other ones that we took, we still got some emails. He said, I got cheated on by my girlfriend. I found out when I received a message from her phone having oral sex with another man.
What?
It's clear in the message. She denies it, but I told her, look, I don't ever want to speak to you again. She's like, it's not me. It's not me. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, she's having oral sex with a man and it send a picture or a video to her boyfriend?
Says, I received a message from her phone having oral sex with another man. It's clear in the message, and she denies it. But I told her I'm out.
So
Can we see the message?
She's either like talking like, oh, I love sucking that thing.
Or maybe it's like a butt dial, and all you hear is... oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
A Shannon Sharp situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need to know more details of that.
By the way, that can happen. You could absolutely, and not even on a sexual level, you could accidentally show off your butthole to the world if you're not careful with your phone. Just watch your buttholes.
Yes, be careful when you're like on a Zoom call, because I was on a Zoom call the other day and I was sitting in a chair facing a window, but I was sitting like backwards in the chair to get the best light for the Zoom call. And then like my phone fell and I wasn't wearing any pants.
Uh-oh.
And so luckily, like the way it was angled, I was able to like strategically pull my moo-moo down. But I almost flashed everybody on this Zoom call.
It's amazing.
Thank God for the moo-moo.
It was so quick. I don't even know if they realized what happened, but I was panicking.
You wouldn't be the first. I mean, that's happened to a lot of people. There have been so many things where it's typically somebody naked in the background goes walking by.
Well, I just know, I've told you this story where I accidentally FaceTimed my ex-girlfriend, FaceTimed her, and I'm walking my dog Chewy at the time, and all of a sudden I go, why the fuck do I hear my ex-girlfriend talking out of my leg? I'm like, oh shit, I fucking FaceTimed her.
And what did you do? You looked at it so she saw you.
I tried to do that move but she saw my eyeball.
Wow.
I tried to act. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to be the fan. Yeah, okay, whatever.
You tried to be a slick daddy.
Oh, she so thought I did it on purpose. I swear to you, I did not. But she thought I did. Oh, it was fucking just so even Chewy was like, dog, that was rough.
So Melissa, back in the day, got caught cheating in college. How she got caught? She was changing in front of her boyfriend, and a condom fell out of her.
Ugh, gross.
He had just gotten back from spring break, and I had been staying with his friend until he got back because the dorms were closed. The other guy never mentioned the condom had come off of him, and I had no idea. He didn't say a word and accused somebody else that we worked with. Long story short, he found out it was his friend, didn't break up with me, and we all just acted normal, kept working together, and we're always hanging out. Crazy times.
Whoa.
Okay, first of all, there's something different than a condom and a spring break condom. I'm sorry. They're different kind of condoms, man. Spring break condom is so much grosser.
That is wild that was up there and that it fell out. Like,
Yeah, right. You're changing in front of your boyfriend. Whoa, what?
Oh my gosh.
I
See,
don't know how you don't
I
make a
have a
huge
really-
deal out of that.
I have a gross question.
I figured.
Was it filled with semen?
Of course it was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
You think he?
So rough.
You think he didn't?
Yeah.
For lack of a better
Yeah, he
term.
made it count.
Yeah, exactly. Thank
Yeah,
you,
he
Kevin.
made it count.
I was going to say something way dirtier.
I know you were.
Kevin cleaned
Did
it
it
up.
start with bust?
He didn't go through the drive-thru and not order any food.
Exactly.
I mean, that is just layered and disgusting.
I mean, and it makes it so much grosser at spring break for some reason. I'm sorry.
It's unreal. And KR said, you know what, he probably cheated too while he was on spring break. Yeah.
True. Yeah, he's probably like, well, I can't be mad at her because I did the same thing.
Well, what the, thank God we're not in fucking court. How do we know that? We don't know that.
I mean, it's spring break, bruh. Spring break's gonna break.
Yeah.
Where chlamydia is in.
Crazy.
And closing legs is out.
Oh my gosh, that's one of those emails that I'll definitely think about around 3 p today.
Definitely. You'll think about like the visual of the condom falling out of her. Like, what?
There are certain emails that do come back in my thought later on in the day and go, it's a fucked up email.
Wow. I never heard anything like that.
Yep. And talking about how do you know what is the truth anymore, Matt D in the Pizzle, he started by calling me out when I was talking about that podcast I'd listened to that was on helium-3 and energy and all that kind of stuff. I played a clip of it on Friday, and he said, after hearing that clip you played on Friday's ATS, I would recommend disregarding anything that they said on the podcast that you listened to. Nothing they said has any scientific value or accuracy. He said, for an example, two elements can be intimately connected. He said, no, just no. He said, split an atom. This is nuclear fission and entirely unrelated to quantum entanglement. So vibration, what? So he just, everything that he'd heard in that. So I don't know if it was so much me not giving the clip justice or just that he was saying that whatever that guy was saying is wrong. And what was interesting was during the whole podcast, he was complimenting the host, Sean Ryan, a lot, saying, it's great that you're doing this, trying to find out what truth is because truth matters so much. And then went on to say whatever he said. And apparently Matt saying everything he was saying was bullshit. So.
Dude, there's a lot of stupidity on podcasts.
The guy sounded really smart. He's a guy that has amazing credentials. He's not like some, fly-by-night guy. He's a guy that's had government jobs. He's been in prestigious places, CEOs of companies and things like that. So he comes with some credentials, but according to Matt, everything he said was wrong.
Matt sounds smart too, but
I know.
I'm too dumb to know who's lying.
Well, that's what's tough about it. And, he'd even called out some of it and said, part of it was the guy was saying that China right now is on the dark side of the moon mining helium-3, which
Is that
is a very
true?
valuable. He's saying that's BS. There's no way that they're able to do that right now.
But what if this guy's name isn't Matt? His name's Jake, and he's just writing all this kind of he put something in AI. Tell me something about the moon, blah blah blah. And he just sends it in.
That's just it. You don't know
wouldn't know.
any
You
of
don't
it.
know.
Well, and that's what's tough. Is
Anybody you talk to, it could be AI generated.
Well, you're trying to learn stuff. You're trying to go to what you think are reputable people and reputable sources, and there's nothing that you can completely trust anymore.
no one is reputable.
Well, it kind of makes me think that we're going to get back more to face-to-face encounters. I think people are so going, I can't trust anything. We have to meet in person like the old days.
You can be hopeful for that, but
You're
I don't
right.
know.
You're right. If the robots let me out.
Yep.
Is this thing on?
Talking about other things you don't know if are real or not. We were talking about the luxury super fakes that are out there and how knockoff of designer stuff is getting better than it's ever been, to the point where they need to have people from that company that are true experts. Sometimes you have to put under microscopes and things like that just to make sure. And so many stores in South Florida, whether they be on Palm Beach, whether they be Ball Harbor, places you wouldn't expect, they're busting stores that have millions of dollars worth of fakes in them. And what really sucks about that is I assume that people are paying the regular prices and getting a fake. And that's what's really messed up, because that's just complete fraud.
Well, it's tricky because a lot of these consignment stores have a lot of designer luxury brand stuff that's gently used and then resold.
Yeah.
But it's still a pretty high price because you're paying for the luxury brand. What if you're buying fakes that are also gently used, but you don't know because it's a really good fake?
Right.
That could be a big market of that going on.
Another thing, too, going around, it's a scam. There's people driving around in parking lots, and they are selling what you would consider top-of-the-line speakers, the best you could at a great discount, and you go home and you open it up. It's not even a speaker. It's basically a box.
Yeah.
So just don't buy anything in a parking lot.
That should go without saying. But
You don't have to tell me that.
I mean,
That is one bit.
Boy,
I would have no sympathy for the moron that came home and be like, I can't believe it. You can't believe it, really.
great sound advice, Bird. Yeah, don't buy things in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me in a parking lot. Anybody who has any kind of conversation strike up with a stranger, I am instantly suspicious.
Well, I used to make fun of Virginia's 9 out of 10 men's stats.
Yeah.
I fucking believe it now.
9 out of 10 people that come up to you in a parking lot, nefarious.
I'm just saying there's a lot of weird shit going on in parking lots, man.
You're not going to get no good information or products in the parking lot.
Bam Bam sent an email. He said, I had a good friend of mine worth like $100 million, had this beautiful Cartier watch. And I told him, hey, that's a nice watch. He's like, yeah, it's fake. He's like, you have a fake watch? He's like, yeah, but I got like $100 million. I can get away with it.
Wow.
You know, not a bad idea, honestly, and especially if you're out and around, and unless you have security walking with you, it is insane. You would not walk around with $40,000 to $150,000 in cash on you.
Just hanging out of your pocket.
But when you have some of these Rolex, Cartier, these high-end watches, I've seen some that go in the multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. How would you ever wear that in a place where you didn't have security with you the entire time? People are so desperate. Somebody come up with a machete and just hack your arm off.
You're
and then
right.
Run away with your watch.
And your arm.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
honestly, if
But
you
then they wave goodbye to you
They would.
with your own
With your own
hand. Bye,
they'll
dumbass.
actually take your arm and give you the finger.
They make you flip yourself
Yeah,
off.
I just flipped myself off after this guy stole my watch and my arm.
That's a bad day.
That's
right
a real
there.
bad day.
Right. So that makes more sense to me where you'd have that. And if somebody came up to Roger, you'd be like, okay, just so you know, it's a fake, but
I
go
know
for
a
it.
super, super rich person, and what they did is they've got their jewelry, like, you know, she's got this beautiful engagement ring, and then she's got these other rings that her mother gave to her. So what she did is she had fakes made of her real jewelry. So there's a fake engagement ring, a fake birthstone ring that her mother gave her.
Yeah.
They're all fakes, though. None of it's real. And she wears all that every time she goes on vacation. She never travels with her real jewelry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's smart.
It is smart. Yeah.
Somebody shakes you down for your jewelry on vacation, like you're screwed.
It's kind of what I do when I try. I don't even bring luggage anymore.
He brings a Publix
No,
bag.
I bring nothing. I bring my headphones and that is it. That's
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to. The whole airport experience.
You just buy clothes when you're there?
I
then?
do. I'll go to like a Walmart or an Old Navy. I don't live there. I can look like an asshole for a couple days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Buy
Yeah.
a couple shirts on sale. Don't have to worry about packing anything.
Do you bring the clothes home that you bought?
Usually, no. I say if you want them, please keep them.
Okay.
And they're probably like, what the fuck? What?
People say that a lot of times around you. What the fuck? What?
Yeah. Yeah, I just, I get my own ways of
You are
traveling.
very what the fuck.
Yeah, it's just a lighter bird is a freer bird.
Yeah.
You
The
know
one
your
thing-
limitations too, and you know that when you burden yourself with a bunch of things things, something could get lost.
Well, I'm going to lose shit. I know I'm going to. It's not if, it's when, and I can't fucking lose I have to probably bring my laptop. That's what does suck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I do have to do that. I don't know.
Where are you traveling to?
Nowhere. My house.
Oh, I thought you were taking a trip.
Nope. I'm sure I will eventually.
Yeah. Okay.
Guilt trip.
Those are the most fun, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Got a review here of Superman from Gene. Said, yeah, just read the Forbes review. Superman sucks.
Oh.
Wow.
I've heard a little bit all over the place. It is odd, and I think you'll probably get that with most movies, especially something like this, because you're going to have people that love the old Supermans, and they're not going to buy into it because of that, and who knows what other reasons people don't like movies these days. But it did pretty well. It still made $57.3 million in its second week. And what is really the telltale to me usually is, all right, how does it hold up from week 1 to week 2? And that's pretty good.
So what's it at now just here in the States?
I don't have the States. I do have the global. It's 406 globally, 406 million.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
I would call that a success.
The Jurassic World Rebirth, which I think that did fall off from week 1 to week 2, it still made $23 million in its third weekend. So it actually had a better third week.
That's kind of good.
Yeah, it's made $647 million worldwide.
That's a fucking hit.
Some people have said it's good. They went kind of expecting it to be, not so good, and then they were pleasantly surprised.
That's why I kind of don't like reading reviews anymore. Because honestly, there's some shit that I think I'll go in there thinking, all right, people said this sucks. It's going to suck, blah, blah, blah. Don't even just go into something that you are interested in and see if you like it.
You need to be there with your love of dinosaurs and let us know.
I would agree. I think I do. Like, I want to see it, and I want to go in there very open-minded, because I heard I got 3 people, they almost said the same exact, Bert, it sucked dinosaur dick. I'm like, wow, all right. They were and they were dinosaur fans.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, that might be part of it, too. It's who does the review. And Mr. Lem had pointed out, he's like, Forbes for a movie review? I mean, they do money.
Good point.
Now, why are we listening to them about their movie advice?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
You're right. You're
They
right.
tricked us.
Yeah, fuck Forbes.
Fuck you, Forbes.
Yeah. Now, the movies that may not be good, and you look at the box office tallies, that I Know What You Did Last Summer, that opened in third place, made $13 million.
That's not that great for a horror movie, and I'd like to know how much it costs to make.
$18 million. So it's not there. I don't think they're crushed, because I think they feel like they'll probably hit the 18 million mark and they make their money back. Then they're like, okay. Now, does that mean that they would do another one? Probably not.
The other thing too is, I mean, that movie is kind of considered like a horror classic. So if you're going to remake it, it's got to be good, man. It's got to be an awesome movie.
Yeah. The movie I would say tanked is Smurfs.
Oh, it did?
11 million.
Oh, and I bet you that cost a lot to make.
Rihanna's in it, so she wasn't cheap.
Yeah, she did the song, and that song didn't seem to take off.
She's
either.
Smurfette.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go see it with Rocco. I think I'll go take him to that.
I think I like the Smurfs, but I was watching some old cartoons of the Smurfs, and I don't know, man. They don't hit like they used to.
I loved Gargamel and Azrael. They were my favorite.
I love Gargamel. I always love the villains. Gargamel is awesome.
Yeah, Azrael was a cat, right?
Right.
Azrael was kind of funny.
I know. Azrael made me laugh.
Yeah, Azrael was funny.
but like, does Rocco give a shit about the Smurfs?
You know what? I'm going to drag his little ass and make him go see the Smurfs with me.
Okay.
He won't be happy about it, but maybe I'll win him over once we're in there.
And it's kind of weird. There's only one Smurfette and all these dudes around. I don't know.
I don't think they do anything weird in the movie.
I'm just saying.
Right.
If you really break it down, there's like 17 dudes and then Smurfette.
I think there was one other girl. I can't remember. Wasn't she like a tomboy or sassy or something like that?
Yeah, I do remember something like that.
And she sounds like a late write-in. I don't think she's original. I don't know. I'm just saying. There's a lot of Smurf dick.
Yeah.
Tiny little blue penis.
No, Smurfs have huge cocks.
And F1 rounded out the top 5, $9.6 million in its 4th weekend. So, yeah, there's not, it's kind of been hit or miss on some of the reviews that I've heard for the movies.
I mean, I like hearing the fact that movies are doing good and people are going. I don't want the movie industry to die. I know there's people that want it to die and, everything's so this and that. I want the movie industry to get back to where it was, where people are excited to go to the theater again.
Yeah, I think it's a fun experience. It's just the thing about it is the cost.
It is.
And people, I saw somebody that was so upset that they spent, I think it was like $90 for 2 people to go to the movies. And they're like, what is that?
You ain't going to win. You're not going to win people over with that. Most people can't afford that.
I agree. It's getting a little outrageous.
Right.
That's why I always recommend to everybody smuggle snacks.
Oh, always.
Smuggle your own snacks in. You can make cookies at home, smuggle those in.
Oh.
You can really try to cut the cost a little bit.
It's one of the first lessons my mother taught me.
Okay, smuggle.
So always smuggle into the theater.
Smuggle and lie and always say you're 12 and under, even if you're 15.
It got to the point where there was one time I brought a 2J's meal. I snuck a whole 2J's meal in my pants.
That's impressive. Yeah, it's good.
I don't know. Impressive or depressing?
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Everybody in this room thinks that's an amazing feat.
I gotta tell you, I had such warm crotch.
That sounds comforting.
It does.
Yeah, warm's good. And you've got Happy Gilmore that drops on Netflix coming up this Friday. They've got the hockey stick putter today, starting at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
Prediction. Does Happy Gilmore 2, is it awesome or does it fall flat?
It's not awesome, but if you like the original, you bet it's okay. Yeah, there were some parts that I liked.
You'll go with it's just okay.
Yeah, it will fall short of the original, but I think if you like the original, you'd be like, it was all right. You know, it was okay. I think that's how Adam Sandler will do it. You know, I mean, you love Grown Ups too, right?
Look, I got some shit when I said I didn't like any of the grown-up movies. People are like, how the fuck can you not like that movie? I just did not like this movie. I thought they were kind of corny.
Okay.
But I love Adam Sandler, and I pull for him. Even if it's a movie that I don't like, I'm going to still defend him because I just like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, right. I get you. Sean had said Back to the Future 4 is coming. Have you heard anything about that? Are they doing a Back to the Future 4? I don't think I've heard of that.
Who's in it?
Yeah, and can we go back in time and see if this is a lie or not?
Yeah, I don't know that I've heard that. I mean, I saw they got the cast together and they're on stage, but that's a long way to getting on a stage for 20 minutes and doing a whole movie.
It's part 4 where people realize, why is Doc Brown hanging out with this high school kid? And it shows Doc Brown in court.
Contributing to the delinquency of minors.
Getting him involved with the Libyans. The Libyans! Would they have nuclear power waste or whatever?
Yeah.
Plutonium? What was that?
Yeah, it was plutonium.
And got an email here. A good Netflix recommendation from Astra is it's a good cop trying to find bad guys. The series is called Untamed, featuring Eric Bana. I'm sure Kevin and Jabril will like it, I hope. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. I didn't really get through a lot. I watched the new episode of Dexter.
Okay.
That is on that, and it's decent.
You liked it?
I do. I like it. It's, you know what? It's Dexter doing what he does.
Is he an Uber driver in New York City?
Yep.
Okay.
So
That's what he is.
You're saying nice things about it, but your energy as you're talking about it tells me not to watch it.
Well, you have to I didn't like how they wrapped up the end of last season. I didn't like how they explained, and he just, okay, yeah, no, everything's okay. Yeah, sure. There was a lot of, okay, come on, man.
Lazy writing.
Poor writing.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, there were some things I didn't like about that. But once I got back in it, and you almost erase that part out of your mind, be like, okay, here's where we are. This is what's going on. So I enjoyed it. But they're getting ready to go down a plot line that I don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be terrible.
Okay.
So they are doing, there's going to be a big serial killer get-together.
Oh, that really could go one of two ways. That could be awesome or really shitty.
There is someone putting together a meeting of all the serial killers that are still out there. Somehow they amazingly were able to track down all these serial killers, even though the cops and nobody else can find them at all. There is somebody that's a secret their dark society, and they have found all these serial killers, and they've given them these invitations to attend.
They're all on
They're all in a Snapchat group,
Yeah,
and they snap each other all
on
day.
a serial killer thread.
Yeah,
They've got
I was
streaks.
like, all right, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. So
Sounds a little cheesy.
it's a show where you got to make a lot of forgivenesses for it. You ever have that? That's why I'm not recommending anyone watch it. If you have like some of the Dexter shows before, you may still like the concept of what he does. That part is fascinating, but there is a lot of just crap that is kind of going in this.
That's what happened when me and Virginia were watching True Blood. We were loving it, and then all of a sudden we were like, let's just act like that part didn't happen.
Yeah, the whole shape-shifting thing was stupid.
It got to a point where, I don't know, just something happened. It started to annoy me.
Well,
Yeah.
what are you? Are you vampires or are you shapeshifters? Because I got into the show when I thought you were all vampires, and to me that was cool, and it was the dark sexiness of the show.
Right.
But then now all of a sudden you're turning into a fox and running through the house like what?
I mean, and the other thing, sometimes like a show will take this odd storyline turn of kind of like we didn't like the whole Breaking Bad sister stealing stuff. Remember that part? Like she was a kleptomaniac, and it added nothing.
Yeah, I didn't like her as a character on that show.
Yeah.
She was really annoying, and not in a good way. There's nothing I liked about her
You're
on
like,
there.
can we see some motherfuckers, make some meth and get shot or something?
Yeah. There are some shows that have a completely pointless and useless character, and you're like, why are they even on this? All they do is just make the show suck while they're on screen.
And maybe
We thought this was a good idea.
They think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So and it falls flat.
Yep.
I know what that feels like.
I do it every day.
Yeah. I get why it's tough, but yeah. RJ said, Kevin, you should do a segment for the boomers, songs from the 70s and 80s to educate the younger people in your audience.
Oh.
AKA Jason.
Jason's been writing emails into
Yeah,
the
I was
show.
going to say, yeah. Right.
I love that email.
Yeah.
I agree, sir.
Yeah, I don't know if the younger audience would listen. I was kind of interesting because that was kind of our day yesterday. I had my father-in-law, my wife, and my daughter, Caitlin. We were playing cards. And so I put on a playlist that my father-in-law would enjoy.
Daddy jams.
Was it like a yacht rock, or was it more like
It really was more, you know what? It was probably like our sister station, Sunny. It's your big, it's really just the biggest hits from the 70s, 80s. There's some 90s stuff in there, but it's that era of stuff. And he always comments like, oh, this is good stuff. Yeah, so you'll have everything from Fleetwood Mac.
Kevin
and
knows
John,
how to
Billy
play
Joel.
to his audience.
Absolutely.
Kevin will size you up and tell you what your playlist
In fact,
needs to be.
I would argue I've never seen another human being take playlist as seriously as you do.
Well, I think music, it sets it. I've just been in so many situations where the music sucks, where you'd be a nightclub or a party or even a restaurant.
Yep.
And it either makes you love the place or hate the place. Be like, what the hell are they doing with the music? This is terrible.
You
Doesn't
can make
fit.
anything better with the right music.
Yes,
And-
it's a big part of it.
Anything.
And another thing too is sometimes when there's silence going on and there's no music, you're
Yes.
like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Oh, that's a big pet peeve of mine.
Yeah,
If we're doing an event and there is silence in any space and people are gathering, I get pissed.
Well, it just makes it creates a mood. All of a sudden, you
Right.
put music on, even if it's a shitty song. It's better than hearing everybody talk.
Yeah.
We need music. It creates a vibe. And it's fun if you're having cocktails to sing along and dance and sip your drink.
It is funny how alcohol and music go very nicely together.
Oh,
So
yeah,
nice.
absolutely. It's a fun little thing. As far as a podcast, I don't think you can get the rights to play music on podcasts.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so you'd have to buy the licensing, and that just doesn't happen. That's why you really don't hear. You may have a podcast that talks about music and tells you the stories of artists, but being able to incorporate the whole songs or something like that, I don't think it exists.
They can play up to a certain amount. And that's
Yeah.
why all of a sudden, if you hear people talk about music and it's only like a 2-second clip, you're like, why would they only play 2 seconds? Because
Yeah.
I think 3 seconds gets you booted off.
Right. And then I don't know if kids, that's the weird thing. I don't know, do little kids or younger kids, they seek out older music? Some may, but the majority of them, I don't know. They might. I mean, look, when I was younger, classic rock was awesome, and I wanted to discover a lot of the rock that had happened in the 70s when I was, either before I was born or it was popular when I was too young to even know what was going on. And that became a lot of my favorite music. But I don't know. Are kids still doing that? Do you have that kind of era? Because rock has really been stagnant for a while.
And you're right. I don't know if kids are researching, because I mean, that's what I would do as a child. If I loved an artist, I wanted to research, figure out what key they're playing in, how they got into music. Do people not give a shit?
You were a very musical kid, though, and you're still a musical man. I don't think everybody's built like that.
I kind of realized there's just a lot of people who do not give a frog's fat ass about music, and that blows my mind.
Well, look, I always talk about this when you talk about the music that we play at WRMF, and I would say 80% of the people in the world, it's just secondary. They're like, okay, they may say they like music, but people who are passionate about it's maybe 20% of the population, and we cater to the 80. And the 80% of the people are like going, man, that new Benson Boone song that's 3 years old. Like, I just found this new song. You're like, dude, the song's been it's been played on the radio 8 gazillion times. How's that new to you?
And I also like hearing the history. If a song was written like Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie, there's a whole story that goes into that song.
I love that stuff.
I do too, but is it just me and you that like it?
Again, it's a 20%. They're like, and look, they'll be like, yes, of course they do. But you got to realize when you're in a club, you are in a club. I'm passionate about music. I was sitting there yesterday. I'm like, I knew every artist, I knew every year because I was an only kid, and that's what I did. I just threw myself into music, and I loved it. It's what my companionship was. But a majority of people are not that way. But when you're with another music dork, it's fun. That's why I love talking music with you or somebody else that loves music, because then you can be like, hey, and I love discovering something. Be like, how did I never know this artist or know this song?
And some of my, bestest friends on the planet, I met them through music. So there's a kinship there. Like me and Denny's dork out talking about music all the time, to the point where if someone was to hear us talking, they would stab us.
It's, to me, it's fantastic. And I guess it's just if you like it, but to me, it's something spiritual. It's just how it makes you feel and how it can give you goosebumps.
Well, it's
and just
drug-like.
It is. Yeah, it's something. So it means a lot to me, but it is kind of weird when you realize that it doesn't mean as much to everybody.
Yeah, I told the whole Phil Collins story about Live Aid, and I'm like, Bird, no one gives a fuck.
I loved it. I love that whole story.
I mean, one person.
One guy gives a fuck.
I did.
And that's your little soulmate.
I didn't know that story, and I thought it was really interesting to see and hear.
I could tell. I was just like, you can sometimes tell you can hear people turning off the radio.
Kevin was drinking it like soup.
I was drinking in every word you said.
Like it's your vegetable soup.
It was. I loved it. And then I was like the balls on Robert Plant that he was upset with Phil Collins because his voice sounded terrible when he was singing.
Yeah.
I'm like, he was probably just mad at himself and trying to put the blame on somebody else.
There's 11 more things I want to talk to you about that story.
Yeah, so you and I should do our own little musical podcast where you can only tell the stories of the things, but I love that too. I'm a big fan of those. They already have plenty of those podcasts, so
they do.
Yeah, we'd be remaking what other people have already been trying to do. All right, do appreciate all of your emails. You can always get them through to us, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. 1 down, 4 to go to get to the weekend. Y'all enjoy your Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.